Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the unboxing and the first impression of the Field75 HE from NuPhy. This keyboard was sent out for review by NuPhy, and if you want to purchase this keyboard or any other keyboard on NuPhy's website, please use the affiliate link in my description and you can get 10% off any keyboard on their website by using my discount code UserFlint at checkout. So this keyboard is the most similar keyboard to the Wooting 80 HE on the market. This is what I've been maining for the past 2 weeks. And if you want to win this keyboard for yourself, I will be doing a giveaway at the end of the video. So stay to the end to see how you can enter the giveaway. Now let's jump straight into it. Okay, so here's the box that it comes in. As you can see, it says the Field75 HE. HE stands for Hall Effect. So these do come with Hall Effect magnetic switches, just like the Wooting 80 and the Wooting 60 HE. So it says the Field series, and it's a collaboration between NuPhy and Akira 40K. Okay, let's just start unboxing the keyboard. It comes with the slide out panel like this, so we can put this away. And here's the box of the keyboard. It's an all black box. Here is what you see when you open the box. As you can see, it comes with a really nice dust cover, and it says Field75 on the dust cover. Yeah, I very much appreciate keyboards that come with dust cover because I use this a lot, especially when I want to eat on my desk. I want to use the dust cover to cover it up so my keyboard stays clean, and if I want to go travel and leave my desk for a long time, I always use the dust cover so that my keyboard stays dust free. And they here have a very nice dust cover that says Field75 on it. And here is the keyboard itself. It's got some weight to it. I think it's a little bit heavier than the Wooting 80 HE. It's really nice quality, I can already feel. Let's put this away, and here is the keyboard. It looks amazing. The orange pops a lot. I like the color combo of the keyboard and the keycaps. Oh yeah, it's definitely a very aesthetic looking keyboard, and it's got some really nice weight to it. It is not made out of metal. It is made out of very high quality plastic, but yeah, it feels very premium in hand and it looks just amazing. Here, let's put this away and see what else is in the box. So you have a quick start guide. So here is the quick start guide. We're not gonna take too much look at it. Oh, and it is a poster, so it doubles as a poster. If you want to hang this up on your wall, it has a nice artwork on the back of it. But yeah, there's a quick start guide overall. It comes with some really nice foam stands, so you don't have to worry about the keyboard damaging in transit. So yeah, these foam stands are really nice. So we have the USB-A to USB-C cable. It color matches with the keyboard. I really like this orange accent that makes the orange pop a lot, contrasting with the gray. Yeah, as you can see here, there's a lot of orange accents. So this color matching cable is gonna go really well with the keyboard itself. So 4 extra keycaps, I think, for if you want to use this keyboard with Mac, as it is Mac supported. So 4 extra keycaps there for you. And we have just one more thing, and I can see that there's a keycap and switch puller. So this is the color matching again with the gray and the orange accents. It is a switch puller and keycap puller on one side, so it is a 2-in-1. This keyboard is hot swappable, so you can take out the switches and put whatever magnetic switch you want. My version comes with Gateron magnetic white for $150, and if you want to pay $25 more, you can get it in magnetic jades, which is $175. So you have 2 options there with the switches, which is very nice. So this is everything that came in the box. The keyboard itself, USB-A to USB-C switch, keycap and switch puller, 4 extra keycaps for Mac, and the quick start guide. It is a very clean and premium feeling unboxing experience, and I love that they color match the keycap and switch puller and the cable to the keyboard itself. Okay, let's just take a look at the keyboard by itself. As you can see on the left, it has a very nice handle. The handle itself is made out of some type of metal, and you can kind of just grab the keyboard like this and hold on to it. from the left side, which is very, very nice. And it looks very, very cool. And here on the left-hand side, we have a knob. Ooh, this knob sounds very, very good. Like these steps. Here, I'll do a quick sound test for the knob. Yeah, the knob feels very, very premium. This is for volume up and down, I believe. And it has a click on the left-hand side to mute the keyboard. So you can click this to mute it and then twist the knob to turn the volume up or down. Wow, this knob feels really, really premium. I feel like I can play with this knob for hours. It feels like a fidget spinner almost. And let's take a look at the back of the keyboard. So here is the back of the keyboard. It looks very, very nice. The orange accents again pops and makes it look very, very aesthetically pleasing. Here we have the standoffs, just one step. So I think you get 4 degrees and 9 degrees angle for typing. I prefer to use it at the higher angle. So here, and as you can see here, it says Field75 HE on like a little shiny metal plate. Yeah, it looks very, very nice. This is one of the most aesthetically pleasing keyboard I've ever owned. I thought the footprint was gonna be much larger just from the pictures, but it actually doesn't feel that large in hand. It has a lot of extra buttons here. It has actually 8 extra buttons for mapping whatever you want or macros, which is very nice. So I thought this keyboard was gonna have a very big footprint on my desk, but I can just do a quick comparison with the Wooting 80 HE I have here. It doesn't feel that much larger than the Wooting. It almost feels like it's a little bit shorter than the Wooting 80 almost. So as you can see here, it's a little bit shorter than the Wooting 80 HE with 4 extra keys, so which is crazy, but it is a little bit longer, but not even that much longer than the Wooting 80 HE here. So yeah, here is the footprint layered above the Wooting 80 HE. So it is a little bit longer, like wider, but it's a little bit shorter. And it feels much more compact than the Wooting 80 HE, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't mind having this on my desk with this size. I thought it was gonna be a much bigger footprint keyboard, but no, it is not. And it is similar to the Wooting 80 HE. Here we have 75%, so you get the arrow keys and some extra function keys here with the function row on top. I just love the orange accent on this keyboard. It looks so, so cool. Yeah, this is definitely one of the most aesthetically pleasing keyboard I've ever owned. It looks amazing. Here is the knob for RGB. Here you can adjust the RGB with this knob. We'll check it out after we plug it in. And here you have a kind of a switch. So you can switch between 3 different modes and 3 different profiles. So you have default Mac, Windows, and gaming. And you can assign this to switch between profiles. So me personally, I have a profile for gaming and a profile for typing. So the profile for gaming, I will have really low actuation points with rapid trigger enabled, and a profile for typing or just everyday work, I will have a higher actuation point with no rapid trigger. So it is nice to have this to quick switch between profiles when gaming and typing. And you get here this 8 extra keys for to remap whatever you want, or to have macros assigned or anything, which is very, very convenient. So you can have like screenshot, bind it to one of them, and I can think of maybe going home button or any like shortcuts or quick buttons you have in game that you want to bind. So I personally would probably bind like a screenshot button to one of these because I take screenshots a lot, and I think it's just very fast to bind one of these here. And now let's plug the keyboard in. I'm just gonna use my Wooting 80 HE cable for now for this video. But yeah, the cable, it comes in, looks very, very nice and clean with the matching orange accents. But I would definitely use this if I was gonna use this keyboard for a long term. But for now, I'm just gonna use the Wooting 80 HE cable. As you can see, the RGB goes crazy. I'm filming this in the daytime and I have a lot of natural light coming in, but you can still see clearly how bright the RGB gets here. And then we can use this knob to kind of adjust the RGB. So you can kind of change the RGB settings with just the knob. And you can turn it off. So you can just use the knob to turn off the RGB. Here I have it off. And then if I scroll it up, it will just like This is the max brightness, and then you can kind of turn it low and you can turn it off completely. So you can just use this button to adjust the RGB, and you can change the mode by clicking on it. So if I click down, it changes the RGB mode. As you can see, cycle through different modes. Very cool. Very functional keyboard so far. I mean, RGB onboard adjustment, volume onboard adjustment with the, oh my gosh, super satisfying knob. I'm gonna let you guys hear it again. Yeah, that knob is super satisfying. And you can mute and unmute with the button click on the left hand side here. You can just click it in. And you can switch the profile on the keyboard on the go here. And you have 8 extra keys for assigning different functions. Yeah, this is an amazing keyboard for $150. There's a lot of value in this. Now let's check out the typing experience. Wow, the switchers feel very firm and not a lot of wobble. They are magnetic switches, so they're not gonna be as good as some mechanical switches, but these feel very nice. There's not a lot of side-to-side wobble to these. And they feel like they take somewhat of a good force to actuate, so you're not gonna mistakenly actuate these. Okay, let's do a quick sound test for typing. So yeah, that is the sound test. Oh my God, this keyboard feels amazing to type on. The stabilizer sounds very, very good on this keyboard. I think they lubed or greased the stabilizers, but yeah, the spacebar, the enter key, the backspace, the spacebar especially sounds amazing, like right out of the box. I think this is the best pre-built spacebar I've ever heard, like for an HE keyboard out of the box. And the typing experience is awesome. I mean, I'm very impressed with this keyboard. I didn't think much of it. I thought it was gonna be just another, gimmicky HE keyboard on the market. But no, I'm very impressed. The aesthetics of this keyboard, the multi-functions with the knobs and the extra here assignable keys, and the design here with the metal bar, the keycaps, the orange accents. It's definitely a keeper mainable keyboard here. Like, if I wanted to pick one keyboard for both gaming and aesthetics and for work to fit in my setup, this would definitely be my top pick. I mean, this is the best looking HE keyboard out there on the market. Like, nothing comes to the aesthetics of this keyboard. And the footprint is nice, and it gives you the arrow keys. Okay, yeah, I'm very impressed by overall the feel and the look of the keyboard. And now let's even go over some of the specs of this keyboard. So this keyboard comes with 8 kHz pulling, so same as the Wooting 80HE, but it is not true 8 kHz, but I can't really tell a difference between true 8 kHz pulling and just regular 8 kHz pulling. It has an actuation range from 0.1 to 4 millimeters. So the magnetic whites I have here goes from 0.1 lowest actuation to 4 millimeters, the highest actuation range, which is the standard across all HE keyboards. And you can adjust rapid trigger in steps of 0.02 millimeters, which is very, very nice. And it has, of course, rapid trigger and SOCD support and rapid shift. So it kind of like that snap tap or rappy snappy features. It has all of that baked into this keyboard. And it has a volume control knob, hot swappable switches, and 8 customizable buttons. So in terms of specs, it goes toe to toe with the Wooting 80HE. The one thing that it doesn't have that the Wooting have is true 8 kHz pulling. But can you tell true 8K hertz pulling and 8K hertz pulling? I don't think so. So as far as specs, I think it's on par with the Wooting 80HE. And the feel, it feels very nice. Aesthetically, I would take this over the Wooting 80HE just because of how nice it looks aesthetically, and the design goes very, very well with any setup. Now let's quickly go over the software to see how the software is like with this keyboard. So here is their software. It's called NuPhy.io. First, you have to select which profile you want to edit. You have the app config, Windows and Mac. And currently we're on app config, so we're just gonna go in the app config. So here is the software. It looks very clean. You can select different keys. So this is key binding. If you want to bind different keys to something. So here are the customizable buttons. Currently they're bind to media and previous, media next, media stop, start and pause playback. And these functions are binded to F5, F6, F7, F8. Right click on the virtual keyboard keys to turn on advanced function. Okay. So here we can just bind this to whatever media control, RGB control, special characters. So now let's check out the trigger setting. So here is rapid trigger setting. So far the actuation point is set to 1.5 millimeters on default. So we can just select all, and I like to play on 0.2 actuation. So can we set it to 0.2? Let's turn off dead zoning. Okay. So you have to turn off dead zone config to be able to go lower. I guess the initial dead zone was set too high. So I'll set initial dead zone to 0.1 and the bottom dead zone to 0.1. So now I can change the actuation to 0.2 millimeters. I like to play on 0.2 millimeters on my keys. That's just what I feel the most comfortable with. With 0.1, I think it's too sensitive. So I just like to put 0.2 here. And let's see what this switch suggestion is. Select the key whose switch will be replaced. Things to note during recalibration. Okay, so you can switch out certain switches with the magnetic jades or magnetic whites. So that's what you will do here. And here is the rapid trigger setting. Let's turn the rapid trigger on for all keys. And we can see here we have the press and the release actuation. So you can do separate press and release sensitivity. I like to just do one sensitivity of 0.1 millimeters for rapid trigger. So I like to play on 0.2 and 0.1 millimeters rapid trigger. And I like to turn continuous rapid trigger on. So yeah, you can assign the rapid trigger steps in 0.02 millimeters, which is crazy. So here is the setting. It's very straightforward. The software is very clean, and let's check out other parts of the software. So here they have the lighting effects. I like to just use the lighting button here to adjust the different settings. So we're not going to change anything there. And here you have mode settings, so you can lock windows, lock Alt F4, lock Alt Tab, gaming optimization, eliminate contact unevenness resulting from error introduced during manufacturing. Okay, so here you have to adjust the actuation, the pulling rate. So it defaults to 1000, so I'm just gonna turn 8000 pulling rates, and it will reconnect the keyboard. So go back to app config. Okay, trigger settings are saved. So we have rapid trigger 0.1 and the actuation 0.2 with 0.1 millimeter dead zones. And now we have 8000 hertz pulling. So yeah, honestly, I'm very impressed with this keyboard overall. The keyboard itself and the softwares is great. The software is very straightforward, very clean, kind of gives me that Wooting vibe. Doesn't have any like confusing stuff. It's just very straightforward, straight to the point. You can adjust the actuation point, the rapid trigger. I don't see the SOCD yet. I will have to run a firmware update to be able to enable SOCD and Rappy Snappy. So I will do that for the full review of this keyboard. But so far, I'm very impressed with this keyboard. I mean, the footprint, the aesthetics, the layout, the tech, the feel for the typing. This keyboard definitely went above and beyond my expectations. I didn't expect much when I received this keyboard. I thought it was just going to be another gimmicky HE keyboard from another company. But no, they actually did a very good job with this keyboard. I think this keyboard is on par with the Wooting 80HE and it's $50 cheaper for this version. So this magnetic white comes in at $150. If you want the magnetic jades, it's $175. So both are cheaper than the Wooting ADHE, and I think right out of the box, the build quality feels a little nicer. So, but I will post a full comparison video with this and the Wooting ADHE soon, and I will be giving away this keyboard to a lucky subscriber. So if you want the giveaway, stay to the end of the video. So that is it for the unboxing and the first impression of this keyboard. Now let's get straight into the giveaway. So if you want to win this keyboard for yourself, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment on one feature of this keyboard that you really like, and I will be picking one lucky winner from the comment section to give away this keyboard to. And that is it for this video. See you guys next time. Peace. Cat. Oh my god, did I kill him? What the fuck?